Hey guys, welcome to Brick Hub. This is the LEGO Batman classic TV series Batcave. The set number is 76052 with 2,526 pieces. This set was retired a few years ago, however, with the Batman Day celebrations going on throughout the weekend, I figured this would be a good time to revisit a classic set. Anyways, if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like and comment to let me know what your opinions are on this set, and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. Let's get started. For the first part, let's get rid of the minifigures and all the little accessories and vehicles. As you can see, there are three main parts to this Batcave. There's the Wayne Manor portion, the nuclear reactor, and the parking spaces for the helicopter and the Batmobile. Let's start with just the parking spaces. As you can see, there's really not much going on in this build. The real big highlight is the fact that there's this bat symbol up here for the helipad, but there's really not much else going on. This one side is pretty bare because that's the side that connects to the nuclear reactor portion. The Batcopter can sit on top just like this. Not much fancy going on there. The Batmobile slides in like this. Now this is probably one of my biggest complaints about this portion was the Batmobile was always too big that it doesn't sit in perfectly in the middle. Like if you put it like this, it'll push it forward or push it backward just like that. I think that was kind of a poor design choice, not to mention the fact that when you roll it over like this, the middle of the Batmobile right about here actually gets caught on this little ramp portion. For the nuclear reactor, I decided to include the accessories because they appear to go along well with it. The first accessory is this table with this magnifying glass. It's looking at this flask with some sort of green liquid inside. Then there's the lie detector. It says true on the left side and false on the right side. This is just the seat for the reactor, just a plain cabinet, a recording device. If you open inside, you can see there are more recording tapes in there as well. And finally, we have this shelf build with the old school airplane window pieces and different various flasks and bottles. Built onto the bottom side of the reactor itself, there are more monitoring devices, such as this one. And on the right side, so the overall build for the nuclear reactor is pretty simple. It uses these old school cave wall style pieces here on the sides, but those are usually covered so you don't really see the open portion when it's on display. The nuclear reactor itself can also be removed from the platform here just by pulling up slightly. It's only held in by 4 studs. As you can see, the nuclear reactor has these recording tiles on the sides and the bottom, along with a bunch of gauges, but the build is pretty even along all sides except for this front. This is a sticker right here that says, "Keep off atomic pile, super high, high voltage." Now this next portion is the Wayne Manor portion of the Batcave. As you can see, there's an indoor portion of the Wayne Manor upstairs, and if you turn this to the side, there's a pole for Batman and Robin to slide down. Let me show you how that works. Here's Batman up at the top. If I just push this lever, he slides down the pole, just like the show. Going around the back, if you rotate it, it shows the outside of Wayne Manor. On the box art, it shows that you can put a hook here and a string and have them climbing up the wall just like they might in the classic TV series. Here I have both Batman and Robin scaling the side of Wayne Manor just like they used to in the classic TV series. Going all the way around, it's the same thing on this side, not much detail because this side has to go along the reactor, and you get back to the front. Let's take a better look at the inside of Wayne Manor. This is the inside of Wayne Manor. As you can see, this is the office portion of the house. On the right here, you have a stickered tile of Bruce Banner's father, Thomas Wayne, and his mother, Martha Wayne. There's also this bust over here that can be flipped up, and as you can see, there's a sticker for a button. If you press the button, you have the sliding door, which introduces the poles that say both Dick and Bruce on them so they can make their way into the Batcave. The globe to the right of the desk actually turns. There's the phone here, so the GCPD can be called. And there's a stickered tile here that has a picture of Mr. Freeze on it. For the purpose of posing, you can open this back side of the roof up and pose them next to their respective poles so that when you look from the front side, it'll look like they're about to go into the Batcave. Next, let's get to the vehicles. As you can see, this is the classic TV series Batmobile, going all the way around. All the angles and shapes that comprise this car have been made up pretty well, I would say. The only issue is that it is kind of big. Here's a minifigure of Batman standing next to it. As you can see, it's probably maybe 8 to maybe even 10 studs too long, but I think the reason they did that is so that all the important details could be captured. The tiles on the wheels right here, these are prints, but this is a sticker. This is a sticker. It says emergency bat turn lever. Over here you have the detectoscope, and then you have a print on the inside over here underneath the phone. The trunk over here can be opened as well, and as you can see, there are some bat gadgets in there. And there's some stud shooters on the front side as well. Next up is the Batcopter. This was never actually in the show, if I remember correctly. This was actually from the movie. It's pretty simple design. This is a sticker here as well as a sticker on the other side. But this front dome has this nice little black and red Batman print on it. The tail fin also has a sticker and it has a turning rotor as well. And finally, the last vehicle in the set is the Batman motorcycle with a sidecar for Robin to sit in. Pretty simple design. I think the sidecar probably could have been smaller, but you know, it fits 2 minifigures, so it looks pretty good. Now for the best part of the set. This is the classic Adam West Batman. As you can see, his mask has the black and white portions to kind of reflect some of the angles of the mask in the show. Here's a side of the face that shows a smirk, and the other side shows a bit of an angry expression. And if you flip this up, there's some nice back printing here to show more of his belt. Next up is Robin. This is a pretty similar looking Robin to a lot of other Robins we've gotten in the past. I mean, they're all technically the same character of Dick Grayson, so that's to be expected. He features an alternate expression that's a little bit frightened maybe. And if you pull up this cape, it shows a little bit of his belt as well. This is the Joker, who features a really awesome kind of surprised looking smile with some leg printing. Not much on the back, but of course it's just a suit, so really can't have much there. His alternate expression features a wide smile, and as you can see, you can kind of see the mustache that has been painted over, just like the real show. This is Catwoman. Really not much to say about her. She's a pretty simple design because it's very faithful to the show. I do like the fact that there seems to be dual molded ears into the hair. Her alternate expression takes off the masks over the eyes and features her normal face. This is the Riddler, another very simple character but very faithful to the show. His alternate expression features a little bit of anger. Here's the Penguin, the last villain included with this set. He honestly looks pretty much like every other Penguin except for the fact that he has a purple top hat. So I'd say he's probably the most disappointing minifigure of this set. Here's a figure of Adam West, Bruce Wayne. He features a bit of a puzzled alternate expression. Here's Dick Grayson. His outfit's pretty similar to the Robin that was included in the Lego Batman movie. He features a really great alternate expression that shows a little bit of fright. And finally, we have Alfred, who is the caretaker for the Waynes. Here's his alternate expression. Really doesn't look too different from the other one though. So this is Mr. Freeze. Although this was not included as an official character for the set, he was featured in a polybag that you could get if you purchased this set during certain time periods. Here's what his back looks like under the backpack. Here is King Tut. This was also not included in the set, but the reason I included him was because he was a character from the show and not the comics. And I thought it was really cool that they included him in the Lego Batman movies CMF. And it's really great to get more characters from the classic TV series in this way. Similarly, we also got Egghead in one of the Lego Batman movie sets. This is another great minifigure. He's pretty simple all around pretty much, except for the fact that he has a pretty great expression and he has that bald head on top. I really would have appreciated if Lego would have made even more characters like Barbara Gordon in her Batgirl outfit or even Jim Gordon, but this was pretty nice as well. So overall, I'd say this set, it holds up pretty well, but not as well as a lot of others. It has some really great minifigures, and I think the minifigures and the vehicles are kind of what hold this set up. The build itself was honestly pretty monotonous and pretty uninteresting. As both a playset and display set, this set was really not that great in terms of value. I think this set actually originally retailed for $350. I didn't purchase it for that much. I bought it at $280 on a sale at the Lego store, and then even then I think it went down to even $230 because this set just did not do very well. And I think it's just the fact that it has a lot of small pieces that make up that big piece count. And really, you don't need this particular Batcave. However, the minifigures and the vehicles were pretty great, and I think if we could have just had those for a much smaller price tag, maybe around $150 to $200, I think it would have been a fair purchase. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and comment below to let me know what you think, and subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. Thanks, guys. Bye.